Greetings, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and welcome to this weekly update for July, from July 7th to July 13th. And I record this on July 3rd, and we have the nice rally on the 2nd, which is actually more powerful than I really expected, although the 4th is really strong energy, and in this sense I'm very curious to see if we get a new ATH. Even better news is that also some altcoins at least rally nicely, at least from my list, and some of them even two-digit growth, which is pretty promising after so much lack of action and drops in the altcoins lately. But what do we have in this month as we go towards mid of July, when we have important planets which turn retrograde, and yes, also important aspects in the Bitcoin horoscope. And I would like to go through all these influences like usual. I give a hint that crypto will be most likely in high focus in the news this week, and we have also most presumably developments in regards to ETFs, big money, institutional money in general, or regulation, or maybe both. So it will be a promising week ahead with a lot of action. So let's dive into the global astrology. This is a sneak peek to the analysis that I do actually on Patreon, where we discuss also Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the gold and silver index XAU head-to-head comparison for the week, and we do have also altcoins, blue chips that we discuss for the week ahead. So let's start. Monday, July 7th. We do have a bullish start of the week, which is great news, and it sets the tone for the first half of it. At least we have a Venus sextile Pluto in the sky, which means that we might have good news about Venus related matters, as you know, currency, cryptocurrency. So developments in the markets will go quite well, and being Pluto, it's about regulation, ETF, and Venus is not only about Bitcoin but crypto in general, and we know there are positive advancements in the discussions for various ETFs, for altcoins, Solana and co. So it could be that we get some additional news and movement in this area, and this for sure can really spark a price increase, actually temporarily at least. And on the day, yes, we need to have also a bearish aspect, which is Mercury square Lilith, that I wouldn't say it's very strong, but it will really instill some risk aversion or some prudence in the markets. Somehow the sentiment would be like, okay, I will need to be cautious. Maybe there are very good news and people will think, oh, maybe this is too good to be true to really trade a lot of money into this. So bets will be somehow measured, assessed, and so on, but this is not really negative per se, I would say. Tuesday, July 8th, we have a continuation of the bullish momentum. This time it's a more subjective influence, but nevertheless it's about market sentiment, which is always very important. We have a Venus sextile moon, which is about a very optimistic view towards crypto, and this is really something then that can lift up prices, as we know, so market sentiment matters. Wednesday, July 9th, there are no aspects exact at day level in the global astrology today, so the price action will be mainly shaped by the Bitcoin horoscope, and we do have a detailed hour by hour report, which I would say is quite rich this week with influences for Bitcoin, and I link it here. Thursday, July 10th, we don't have a day level aspect exact in the global astrology today, so I would like to go a bit and zoom into the big picture for Bitcoin. The week level chart for Bitcoin looks interesting, I would say. Again, I filmed this on the 3rd of July, and we are here in an attempt of retesting the previous high and even going higher. Let's see if this happens. I think this will be tomorrow, July 4th, UTC time zone. Despite of the US markets closed, it could be that we have a big move like we had also last year, and it was negative unfortunately, if I recall correctly, but we might really see a nice action. Yes, we do have also negative aspects tomorrow. I want to warn you about this, but yeah, when you see it, it's already past, I guess. So we do have here a bullish trend at weekly level, which is a very important thing, because if you look at this, we have the 3 SMA, the smooth moving averages that I configure with the values 250 and 21. And here we do see that it is really a nice bullish momentum, and each and every time, if you look at the history, these SMMAs are not really tested very strongly, in the sense here you can see the price really goes through them. And here we do have this bullish momentum. This was the last one that we had, really several weeks like this. Yes, it was big volatility like usual, but here we had less testing of the SMMAs. So it was like the 21 that was tested. And now we do have even a more interesting pattern, that we have more weeks here that are really above. So this means that the bullish momentum, the amount of money, and you see also the bars are stronger here. So this means that we have an acceleration of growth in a way, because we have also more money in the market. It's the institutional money as well. So I would say that this goes up nicely. What is interesting is that we have already the second peak. Here we had peaks that were very similar in nature. Here we have the second peak like here, so the pattern is similar. And I ask myself if this will go higher, and if we will have the third peak or not. So what do you think? Let me know in comments. Friday, July 11th, there are no aspects that are exact at day level in the global astrology today. Saturday, July 12th, we don't have exact day level global astrology, but stay tuned for the weekly highlight and for Sunday. Sunday, July 13th, we do have a bullish aspect at day level, which is a Sun trine Rahu. And Rahu is about smoke, so it's about rumor, it's about an upward surge of price, which is pretty possible, maybe on Monday, the next Monday, due to transaction volume. And it is based rather on rumor and speculation, and not so much on fundamentals or on solid news about something. So we can see this enthusiasm of the crowd, so to speak, building up until the end of the week. And also today, it's very important, July 13th, we get Saturn, the big teacher, how it's called. So it's one that would really check upon you, turning retrograde, which means that it will be much closer to the Earth, it will be much stronger. So regulatory aspects will be really in focus in the next weeks. And yes, it depends, it can also slow down a bit the pace. This is for sure, especially in the next days when it is stationary. Delays of this energy can still happen, so watch out this weekend for the first part of the next week, actually until Wednesday even, because this time we have retrogrades. So it's not only about Monday, but it could be the first half of the week that the energy will be manifested. Now the weekly highlight for the ones who are still with me. Thank you so much. And yes, we do have a very important positive news for July 11th. So yes, it's true that the mid of the week is pretty silent in terms of global astrology, but I can tell you that at hourly level and even day level, the Bitcoin horoscope is pretty activated even in the middle of the week. So one important activation is on July 11th UTC time zone. Again, all days are like this in the UTC time zone, and this is a Sun trine Uranus. This can lead to a local but unsustainable peak being Uranus, and it can really fuel the whole volatility that we do have, especially in the second part of the week. What is also important to really analyze is the fact that normally this would be a global volatility in a sense, because Uranus is a generational planet. So all cryptos that are born around Bitcoin would really benefit from it, but we don't have this case actually. So it could be that we have a Bitcoin rally for a while that would be pretty, only Bitcoin. I don't know, but this could be a possible effect of this, because we know all others are launched later, basically. But nevertheless, it's a good news in regards to the week and to the second part of it especially. This being said, I would like now to go into details with the head-to-head comparison for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XAU, and also to talk about blue chip altcoins opportunities in the week ahead with members. And to all of you, I want to thank you for your time and attention, for your liking and subscribing. It helps the channel. And until next time, be joyful. See you.